Hello, I'm Megan McMillan. I'm Senior Specialist in Illustration Art at Heritage Auctions. I wanted to share with you about our upcoming new auction, History in Pen and Ink. Many collectors have been drawn to the restrained style and cultural significance of pen and ink editorial cartoons, but few have cultivated a grouping as representative and as intriguing as this group. Imagine it. Long before the internet, television, and in some cases even radio, every morning millions of people reached for their preferred publication with their cup of tea or joe to be informed on the important matters of the day. Though some of these artworks are not in keeping with contemporary values, they are representational of their time and place and stand as part of our culture and past. They offer a unique window into the thoughts and mores of their time. Here are a few highlights that I really feel like I have to mention. We're going to begin with the father of the American cartoon, otherwise known as Thomas Nast. Who is Thomas Nast? Well, when you visualize American political cartoons, the first thing you call to mind tends to be the Republican elephant or Democratic donkey, all of whom became household names due to Thomas Nast. In this work, Thomas Nast is not talking about politics. Instead, he's talking about temperance. The artist died long before the true fight of Prohibition began. The snakes coming out of the skeleton, the dramatic way the figure is wrapped up in death as well as holding on to a glass of wine speaks to the temperance movement. The next artist I want to talk about is Rose O'Neill. Rose O'Neill was the first published female cartoonist in the United States in 1909. She was the creator of the Kewpies doll, as well as the Kewpies cartoon. This work was done 5 years before Kewpies was published. This original was titled Juvenile Judgment and was published in 1904 with the caption, "Mother, yes, Dorothy, is it meek people who go to heaven?" Dorothy thoughtfully asked. She goes, "I think chesty people would set off the crown better." Orson Byron Lowell was a society critic. He often depicted pretty ladies at pretty society events, but he also did political cartoons. The present work, Swat the Pest, Everybody's Doing It, was published in Judge magazine in 1917 during World War I. Here you can see various important figures, including Uncle Sam, as well as renditions of Russia, Italy, and other swatting at German soldiers who are portrayed as pests. But the act of swatting ineffectually without actually working together makes them look more foolish. It's a quick and poignant speak. The next work is by Robert Ripley. Robert Ripley's career began in the 1910s as a sports cartoonist for the New York Globe newspaper. He is actually best known for his Ripley's Believe It or Not newspaper cartoon panel series, which he introduced in 1918. In 1926, he moved to the New York Post and he created this full-figure cartoon of Jean-René Lacoste, the French tennis player who won 7 Grand Slam single titles and was the world's #1 player from 1926 and 1927. Lacoste created and marketed the famous tennis shirt that bears his name to today. If you have the opportunity, please take a moment to browse the items on our website at ha.com. The sale is on February 26, 2025, and it is titled History in Pen and Ink, A Century of Cartoons and Illustrations.